So I finished my moss stitch back, and I've really got only like little bits of each colour left, so it's kind of great. You just sort of go really random and just carry on until you've got enough to sort of, even some of the rounds, I've just sort of joined halfway if I think I'm going to run out of the colour. But you, like the whole effect, you can't tell. And what I haven't sprayed it yet, but what I have done is, because the start is always a little bit skewy, I've just added my blocking sort of combs to try and straighten it out a bit. And I'm going to steam it, leave that to dry. And what I have done is basically, what I did was I laid this flat and I just kept going until you can sort of see they're roughly the same size. And then what I'll do is I might even block this again, just because it's been a while since I've blocked it. And then once this is dried, I'll show you how to join it all together. So this has been blocking overnight now. And the one thing that I think a lot of people will ask is how many rounds I did. Well, the main thing about that is it completely depends on your tension. So I will count it now. What I'll do is just count the colours. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 to that blue bit there. So mine is actually exactly 60 rounds. The main thing to do is pick it up and keep placing it on top of your front, because you just want them to be roughly the same size. This has got a bit more give in it than the front panel, so just keep comparing it. So like I said, mine is 60. But yeah, so, and then the next video will just show you how to join them. So I have now blocked my back. I am going to leave these ends because I actually crochet mine in as I go along. I could trim them all, but to be honest, because it's a cushion and no one's going to see this side, I'm going to be really lazy and leave them. Just to confirm, I ended on a blue. So I ended on my border colour because I want the seam to sort of be all in that blue. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to place my square on top. I have checked over my giant cushion cover and I'm doing it right sides facing out. So I'm going to join with a slip stitch and do 3 sides. Then I'm going to put my cushion cover in, and then I'm just going to crochet the top bit together as well. I actually, talking about cushion, like everyone's tension will be different, so everyone's size cushion will be different. I basically took mine into Denelm, and I took this side, the Mosaic side, into Denelm, and I just placed it on top of lots of different cushions until I got the size I like. I'm pretty sure mine was a measure this to double check, but I'm pretty sure mine was a 24, maybe not then, 22 inch by 22. But what I'll do is I'll double check and I'll put that in the comments below, because I've typically forgotten my cushion cover today. It's always the way, isn't it? But yeah, so I will get this into the right position so I can film it easily, and I will show you how I slip stitch around. So I'm starting with a slip knot already on my hook in my main sort of board colour, which is the cobalt blue. And then all I'm going to do is, this is so nice and easy. So we're going to join 3 sides, and then we're going to leave one side open, which then we put the cushion in, etc, etc. So I go into my corner on this, and then also on the back. Now you always want to make sure your working yarn is sat at the back like that. Did it on my fingers and thumbs. And I'm just going to join the first bit with a slip stitch. So actually I didn't show you that. So into your space, into your corner at the back, yarn around through and through again. Now this is really nice and easy, because all we're going to do is, let me bring this up a bit closer. I'm going to go through the front stitch there, and I'm going through the back, the one at the back, and I'm just bringing it through and through. And I'm just going to do that in every stitch So the only difference is on the back is some will be a stitch and some will be a chain space. So I'll just show you what that looks like. So we're going into there and then the corresponding. So here, can you see there's a chain space? The next one isn't. Chain space. So you can try and get it in there, but I'm just going into the chain space. You know me, I'm lazy. I like a nice, easy life. So slip stitch through into your next one. So again, it's looking like that. So you're just going to do that the whole way round. I just put this picture on here so you can basically see. So I just use normal pegs just to pinch my cushion together as I slip stitched along, and it just meant that I wasn't left with a bunched up bit of fabric at the end, or you know, it just spaced out evenly. So I would recommend doing that. Hi everyone. So I've struggled filming this one a little bit because it's been a struggle trying to get it all in the frame. So basically where I've got to is I have crocheted, see what I mean? I've crocheted the 3 edges, and now I'm going to put my cushion pad inside and then crochet the final side together. So I ended up taking mine to Denal and getting and just laying them out on the different cushion pads in there. So this is the one I got from Denal. It is a 24.5 inch by 24.5 inch. I thought I'd want a duck feather one, but this has got more like padding, padding in. So that works a bit better. So all you're going to do is, I'm really sorry, this is going to be really hard to film unless I just do the camera facing me. Then you won't be able to see my hands. Anyway, I'm going to put my pad in there. Yes, you'll see there are some ends that aren't being sewn in because no one's going to see the inside. So I've secured all the ends. That's my final like one side. I haven't fastened it off. I've left it because I'm just going to carry along the top. If you're worried about things like washing your cushion pad, I would snip this, end it, and then do your final side with a separate piece. You just need to know what your final side is in case you ever want to undo it, basically. So let's put this in. So that is it in. Good thing is it sort of pulls all your corners out if it's nice and full, so it makes it a bit neater as well. So that is my final bit. So all I'm going to do, now this is a bit of a struggle, so I'm stood up at the table doing this. Would that be the case if I wasn't filming? Probably, yeah. So I'm just going to go through each thing. And what I did for the sides, I don't know if I said this in the video, but this is a helpful tip. Oh God, I'm all fingers and thumbs. Is I got pegs. I'll do that again actually. I got pegs and pinned it out along the edges so that I wouldn't get to a certain bit and be like, oh, I've got loads of side, like, so I would pin like bit to bit, so it's not as daunting as you go along. But yeah, this is really hard to film, sorry everyone. But yeah, just slip stitch all, so the same thing you've done on each side, all the way to the end. And I wouldn't worry about too much about your cushion pad maybe being not 100% in the right place, because the joy is really, once it's in there, you can rearrange it and get it all right. So I don't think you need to see me film this. We're doing the same thing. Just take your time with it. And main thing is try not to be too tight. Keep a nice even tension because you don't want it to be like a bit puckered or anything. So yeah, go all the way to the end and I will see you there. Now I'm getting towards the end. Oh, it's like the nicest feeling in the world when you know you're nearly finished. So what I keep doing is, you see this is looking a little bit longer. So I did pin it out, but yeah, so I'm gonna have to just go through some bits on this side a few more times. But yeah, really enjoyed it, to be honest. I'll be sad when it's officially done. And I would say I would do another colourway, but I have a lot of cushions because one of our other lockdown crochet alongs was a cushion. So I have got a lot of crochet cushions. And then what I actually do is I go into the first one on the other side and I slip it stitch through there as well. So I've got a nice neat corner. I don't know if you can see that. And then we're gonna snip. Ooh, why is that the hardest bit? There you go. Draw through. And that is your cushion. I'll hold it up now. But just to show you, where's that ball of yarn gone? I've not got a huge amount of my joining or base colour. I've got about this much left. So it's all tangled. But yeah, so you should have plenty. I'll show you my finished cushion. Ta-da! All finished. My washing in the background. That's it all done. So all I've got to do left is sew in those 4 ends, or the however many ends from the start and end of that. What you might find is you might want to block, like you might want to, not block obviously, but you might want to steam it a little bit. I'm not going to bother with mine. I'm just going to sew my ends in. That's my cushion done. Ta-da! Yeah, all done. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And now this is going to go live on my sofa. And eventually I'll have the one back from the shop because I've got a purple cord sofa and I just think those will look fab on it. Yeah, chuffed.